it's time for my favorite snack. It's time for me to have my snack. In the middle of the show, I have my snack.
No.
Do you know what my snack is? I'm going to tell you.
Rabbit.
No.
Rabbit stew.
No, not rabbit stew.
Rabbit.
Nothing that has to do with dead rabbits.
Rabbit stew.
No. Sneaker juice. I love sneaker juice. Okay? So to make sneaker juice, I need this cup, and I need this water, and I need someone to lend me a sneaker with Velcro. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. To make sure this works, I gotta make sure the cup fits the shoe. It does fit. Good, perfect. Okay, this is for later. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the water, and I'm gonna pour it into Noe's sneaker. Alright, good. Okay, now I'm gonna shake it up a little. Shake it. So all of the sneaker juice gets nice and delicious down here. All the sneaker juice. Okay. Now watch. I'm gonna take this cup. If I spin the cup around the bottom of the shoe, ready? And I put it in the shoe. Out comes all the sneaker juice in the cup, and the sneaker is dry. Thank you, Noe. And now it's time for me to drink my sneaker juice. Here we go. Oh God! Oh boy! Oh boy! Sit down. No, you do not want to smell this. Let me sit. Cross legs. Let me. Oh God! Oh, that's. Wait. Should I drink it? Oh God! It's stinking! Should I drink it? What? Okay. I'll drink it. Sit down. Cross legs. All right, here we go. Okay, sit. Here we go. Oh, to you. Oh, wait. I have a great idea. Sit. I have a great idea. Here it is, right here. How about this? Huh? How about this?
Yeah. Can you breathe with that?
I cannot breathe with this, but at least I can't smell with this. Okay, here we go.
Don't
Sit down, sir.
drink it.
Here we go. Should I drink it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
Yeah.
Here we go. Wait a minute. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Hi, I'm David Kay, and I'm going to teach you a trick I call sneaker juice. I'm here in the Phantasma Magic Shop in New York City, which they also have the Houdini Museum, and this is some of the Houdini memorabilia behind me. Alright, so sneaker juice is based on a very old principle using some cups, but I obviously updated the method. I didn't update the method, I updated the routine, so it's really funny in like the Silly Billy style, my crazy style. Okay, so first of all, you need some cups. I use 3.5 ounce cups, and that's because the size of the shoe of the kids that I do shows for, this fits perfectly. This fits in a shoe for 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. If you work older kids, you might want a larger cup, maybe 5 ounces, maybe 6 ounces. You'll play around with it. But for my little kids, 4s to 6s, this works. Okay, so the first thing you do is where do you get these cups? You get them at the supermarket when they give out little samples of juice, or you get them at the dentist, or you get them at the coffee shop. Also juice bars, they put they'll sell you wheatgrass in a little cup like this. Okay, so to make the cup, let's zoom in a little. You're going to take one of your cups and you're going to cut the lip, the rim off of the top of the plastic cup. Boom. Okay, so now you've got a cup without that lip. And on the other cup, you're going to cut out some of the bottom. Don't cut off the bottom, but you're going to cut out some of the bottom. And better hurry up, they're after me. Okay, so here's the thing. There's the cup with the hole. Here's the cup without the lip. and they nest like this. And if you cut it nicely, then from a couple of feet away it looks like one cup. So that's it. Next you have to put some food coloring in the bottom of the cup. Now I started with food coloring, but that was bad because after I set up after I dripped it in, my hands were covered in black dye, so that was a bad idea. Then I moved to this stuff. You can get these in all the stores now. It started as Mio, and now you can get it in grape crush flavor, which is the right color, and also a really fun flavor to drink while you're doing your show, okay? But then I moved on to Kool-Aid, which I think is the best way to do it. This gray, I guess it's grape, this purple powder, and the powder turns into purple water, but the powder itself is actually light blue. So it's a better way to do it. So I recommend the Kool-Aid grape. Okay, so, but for our purposes, for you to be able to see what I'm doing, in this cup I've poured some of the grape, that's all right, some of the grape juice. So there's the grape in the bottom, and I take the cup with the hole, and now we're ready to go. There's space between the bottom of this cup, the bottom of the top, and the bottom of the bottom, so it normally doesn't color the top cup. All right, so this is here. It's on your table. You make your announcement that it's time for your sneaker juice. You borrow a sneaker from a kid, and I'm going to use this. I made this little clear shoe so you can see what I'm doing. So, first thing, you pick up the 2 cups. Keep your fingers covering the bottom so that nobody sees the black that's in there. Okay. You take the cup. You say the cup is going to have to go in the sneaker at the end of the trick. I just need to make sure it fits. And you do. Let's zoom in a little. So you take the cup. You leave the insert the bottom cup behind, and you remove this cup. Again, keeping your fingers over the bottom so they can't see. This time they're not gonna. You don't want them to see the hole. And my fingers are now covered with delicious grape liquid. Okay, you leave the bottom cup in the sneaker, and hold the sneaker with your thumb and finger below the cup, because you're going to pour water in the cup, and the cup is going to get heavy, and you're going to lose it. So my fingers are underneath the cup. You take the water, try to hold it a few inches above the cup, above the sneaker, so that the audience can see that it's actually going in. So I try to do a very thin drop. As you can see, the purple stuff changes the water instantly to a purple color. So that's really beautiful. Okay, now what I like to do, and you saw it in the tape, is I like to point out the tip of the shoe, and this is a nice visual to help the audience see that the water is actually at the bottom of the shoe. So you say, oh, it's all down there, it's all soaking up all the good sneaker juice. Okay, so then it's time for your juice. You take your cup with the hole. I'm going to use this cup here, it's clean. You take the cup, and I'm going to wave. I say I'm going to do some magic, so I'm going to wave around the sneaker juice. And now if I take the cup and I place it into the sneaker, out comes the sneaker juice. Okay, so what you do when you're pulling it out is, this is going to make a lot of mess, so I'm going to switch over. Okay, you take the cup, you put it in, that's the easy part. Now you want to pinch the 2 cups together with your thumb and finger, and make sure you've got a good grip on that bottom cup so it comes out of your sneaker. And when you pull it out, you give it a little shake like this so that everyone can see that it's liquid. Okay, and then you can, this has got a little juice in it, but you turn the shoe upside down, show the shoe is empty, give it back to the kid. Okay, now you can zoom out. And now that's the end of part 1, and part 2 is where you make a whole scene about having to drink your sneaker juice. So go profile, okay, because I want them to see this. If you drink it like this, they don't see the liquid going in. Okay, so I just want to, so I'm going to take this, you stand profile, you bring it to your lips, and then react, because it smells awful. Put it down and squeeze your nose, and then you say to the kids, should I drink it? And they'll scream, drink it. So you take it, all right, I'll drink it. Oh God, it's awful, oh God. So you do that a bunch of times, as long as the audience goes, oh God, oh! Like this. So you do that as much as you feel like it. Then I've added, you don't have to do this part, but I like doing it sometimes. You take a clothespin and cover your nose with the clothespin, because that's like kind of Warner Brothers classic way of not smelling something. And then you drink it, which I guess I'll do. I've spilled. Mommy, I spilled. Okay, so to end, I do this gag that I came up with, and I think it's funny. You're gonna sound like you're gonna say delicious, but you're gonna change it in the middle of the word, and you're gonna say disgusting. So I take it and I smile big, and I go, it's like you're gonna say the word delicious. That's delicious. Okay, so you say that's and then change it from delicious to disgusting. So it's gonna sound like this. That was disgusting! And the kids think that's hilarious. Put it down, you're out. So it's an old principle. It's a modern routine. If it's not your style, don't do it. But if it is your style, try it. It is so funny. And you can do this for all ages. I did this in a big auditorium, 400 kids chanting, "Drink it, drink it, drink it." So much fun. All right, so have fun with Sneaker Juice. Thanks.